CAF wants to take out Pirates. CAF wants to make sure with Pirates doesn't actually play in the CAF Champions League. Hey, I want back. We don't know what's going on. We think maybe is it Mtsipe's fluence? We don't know. Hello, welcome once again back to the channel. This is Walter, your host. We're going to be talking about everything that is affecting the DStv Premiership because it affects one of the big teams, which is Orlando Pirates. We're found to have seen today Smangele. We were shocked in the morning, waking up, having a good time. And the next thing you know, CAF has actually released a statement. This is an official statement. So stay tuned for more information as we unpack this morning with what's going on. Please, before we go too far, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click on that notification bell for all the exciting updates, for your weekly updates about your DStv Premiership news. On that note, again, please don't forget to follow us on all the socials. We are available on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and also on Twitter. Yeah, man, what's going on? So at this point in time, we don't know much, but what we do know is that Pirates, as you would know, they've qualified for a CAF Champions League for next season. The season 2022-2023, they came number 2. So them and Sundowns have qualified for Champions League. Now, the teams that we know that they've qualified so far is Mamelodi Sundowns has been confirmed as the champions of the league. Orlando Pirates came number 2. Sorry about that. SuperSport has qualified for CAF Confederations Cup, which they were fighting the Kaizer Chiefs. Isikukune, by merely, since Pirates was already qualified for the CAF Champions League. Remember, the winner of the Nedbank Cup, for those who don't know, if you win the Nedbank Cup, you automatically qualify to be the 4th member or the 2nd member, or let's say the 4th member to represent the country in African competitions. But in this virtue, 2 teams will qualify for the CAF Champions League and 2 teams will qualify for the Confederations Cup. Now, what they've done is, instead of using number 4 on the league, which I think is ridiculous for me, they'd rather use the winner of Nedbank Cup, which is how Marume Gallants was able to represent us last season, which was in this season that has passed. So now, I don't know what's going on for me. I'm very confused because at the same time, I saw it coming, right? So we have 4 teams, as I said. We have Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, Pirates, we have SuperSport, and we have Isikukune, which they went to the final. So by virtue of Pirates qualifying, they've automatically qualified for CAF. So Pirates and Isikukune are in a scuffle, right? They're in a bit of a, and I know they were excited. I mean, Brendan Tuta was actually, he came out with a statement excited with, they're representing the country and they want to show off they are worthy of, or they are worth as a brand to actually compete because they've seen other teams do so. But anyways, CAF did actually do a lot of updates. Even if you remember, let's be fair here. Look, I'm not against Pirates in this instance, and I'm not for what apparently Mtsipe is doing. But there's been warning signs, guys. Let's be fair. Before the Super League was announced, there was I think there was communication. They did release a statement where Kaizer Chiefs were threatened now in saying that should they qualify for the Super League, there may be an issue with them having to qualify or with them having to be selected to represent South Africa as one of the top 3 teams, I think, at the time. Remember, that structure wasn't clear as they've chosen champions from each, or former champions from the CAF, or the best teams out of the country, or I don't know what the criteria they used to say that Sundowns must go, but we know that they've qualified almost 6 times in a row and they've won it in like 2016. So obviously, maybe they use CAF rankings or FIFA rankings. I'm not too sure about that, but it was an obvious pick. So they've trickled it down because of, by the virtue of, I think I remember talking about it with a friend of mine. They talked about sponsorships and it clashing with the FIFA calendar and all these things. Yeah, but anyways, so that happened. But during those times when they were still trying to formulate a structure for the CAF Super League, there was indication that Pirates and Chiefs will be affected if they don't happen to have a women's team. There was one of the requirements. So the problem is with our teams, I'm sure Tina, our big clubs, they don't take these kind of things serious. Because yes, we've had reports, but I've never heard any report. For me, in my Nanzon correct, I've never heard Pirates anywhere inquiring about any team unless they've been doing it off the books. But we've never heard that Pirates has been acquiring partnerships or making bids. What is Hollywood based Super League teams and all these things? No. Now, Chiefs is the only one. Remember, JVW Lega Van Beek, the former captain of Ibanyana Banyana. We've heard that Chiefs, which Uchesika has been trying to promise us, could see this season or in the past season, they'll try. At the very least, they'll try. But CAF hasn't been, it didn't just come from now. They just didn't catch them off guard about this thing, but it's been coming. So now it's a danger because if they don't happen to have, they've given them a deadline in saying that if they don't have a women's team registered or have a partnership under their band, under their band, as in them having a team under a Pirates brand, they may be disqualified. So they are in danger of not representing us. And that's going to look bad on them as a brand. That's going to look very, very bad. That is not good. As for our league, ETS Premiership, it's not going to fit for them as well. Knowing very well that we know that they are former champions, they've competed, they've been in finals, and all of a sudden. But the question is, why? Because Pirates, for me, I know people have look. This game, guys, it's a game of opinions, or the game itself is football is a game of opinion. But in my virtue, these guys should have been the leaders of the pack. When I say these guys, I mean Chiefs and Pirates, because in the early 2000s, or for the longest time, they've been the dominating brands when it comes to, football ideas and football lovers, actually, supporters. They are the most supported two teams in the country. Sundowns, yes, ever since Mtsipa acquired with his money, Sharp, we can agree that yes, he came with his money and he changed everything, and probably most of the things, even them having a women's team, is motivated by money. But how many cups, how many sponsorships between Chiefs do they have? I remember a report once upon a time, I think it was early in 2010, 2011, somewhere there, when Kali Cup started partnering them. They shared R1 billion. I'm yet to be corrected, but apparently the report said they shared R1 billion worth of sponsorships between the two clubs. Where is this money going? Where is that money going? Because Pirates now should have been having a team, if not a partnership. And by the way, Pirates has what do you call this? Pirates, you can almost call it a group. They have feeder clubs in other leagues, like your I think it's the APC Mutsipe Foundation and the APC Gauteng. You see this league under Mutsipe Foundation. They have a feeder club. Augusto Palocious as well was a coach of the club, Reserve Club. So they are able to open other development teams where they can actually get younger players. And registering a team in that sense, meaning you still are paying salaries for those kids. Apart from them being part-time footballers, or maybe they are still students, we don't know. But I do not understand why does Pirates don't have a team by now, guys. Let's be fair. So for now, we can't act like CAF is coming out of nowhere all of a sudden, and now Pirates have been caught with their, we have been caught by surprise. No, they knew this was coming. It's just that I think for me, the clubs here in our country, they take things very lightly, because I feel now they've made enough partnerships with corporate. I think they can actually be able to raise money if they feel they can't afford salaries at the moment. I think that's where the issue must be entertained, and be transparent. Let us know, why can't they have a women's team by now? What are the issues? What are the struggles? Financially, what is lacking there, so we can understand either the money is not being used the right way, or there's something a bit more. Because now moving forward, This is how professional business should be handled. Because now we're going to lead to a point, and you're going to hold me this, you're going to remember these words. There's going to be a time where we are also going to see FIFA Fair Play being implemented in our domestic league. Because we haven't even gone to those lanes, because we don't know if now they've won 2 cups, ne? Probably they've come number 2. They've probably made plus minus 30, 25 mil already this season, right? As a brand. Apart from the sponsorships, apart from the support from the league, apart from SAFA, apart from PSL giving the money, and also these other monies that the brand is able to accumulate. But we don't know where that money is going as a business, apart from them having investors, apart from them having the chairman. We don't know how much of the brand is worth alone as a club. So for me, this is something that I think it's a wake-up call for them as clubs, because if they should lose their status, I think it's a scare. But here's an angle that I want to leave you with. Now, all of a sudden, they just have a month to get a club. Don't you think the other clubs, from whoever wants to sell, are going to be desperate? They're going to inflate their prices in regards to how much a club is worth when they go to check in the women's league. And it won't be fair, because I don't think it's going to be a fair assessment. They are just going to be looking for a club for them to be able to participate in CAF. I'm not even going to go into Sekhukhune, because I don't think they're going to be able to afford their salaries. If they should acquire a status, say for a women's team. Now, another thing is, Kaizer Chiefs may be an opportunity for them, because maybe they're in the works. Who knows? Maybe behind the scenes they've already acquired it, just haven't announced. So if Sekhukhune drops out, Kaizer Chiefs can come in, bang in a back door, and that's it for them. So for me, I don't think politically it's worth talking about, making it us think that Mtsipe has anything to do with it. I think this is high time these clubs take this competition and the domestic league a bit more serious. We feel like women should be included in the conversation. Women have been supporting football, and Pirates, their status now is in danger. We know they have the pedigree. We know that they have the experience. They have the quality to be competing in this competition, but they just have to win up. So for me, those are the reports. I don't know what you guys think. It's a very interesting time. So please do leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Is it right for what CAF is doing to Pirates? Or is Pirates justified? Or should Pirates just drop out and give another club a chance? But it's not going to look good. I'm sure where they are now, they are panicking. I'm sure the whole club, they are just making acquisitions. Every fed reports in them saying that maybe they could be in conversation. Maybe it's an opportunity for them to actually make it happen instead of just talking. So yeah, leave a comment. That's all I have for you in regards to this. I thought I should just create a video just to create conversation around it, because it's an interesting topic for me. During these times, in terms of the transfer window, being in preseason and all this, there's still a lot of things happening in the boardrooms. Yeah, tell me what you think. Let me know. Let's see what's going to happen. Is Pirates going to drop out, or is Pirates going to live up to CAF expectations? Or does now CAF has to maybe give them, or maybe it's going to be, I don't know, maybe it's going to land in court. For all we know, maybe Paris is going to fight in other areas, because maybe money can talk for them, or they've got big lawyers. We don't know. But for the sake of football, for me, Pirates, just buy a team. Go to CAF, enjoy. We know you have the capability. For me, I feel you have enough resources for you to actually acquire a football team or a women's team in this regard. And you guys should be leading at this point. Sundown shouldn't be. You guys should. So that's it I have. What do you guys think? Let me know. Yeah, sharp. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much.